Hello children, how are you all? Welcome to the online edu class of science. In today's class, we will study chapter number 9, our skeletal system, part 1. Children, as you all know that the human body is a complex machine. And just as a machine is made up of many parts, the human body is made up of many organs. A group of organs that work together to perform a particular function form an organ system. Our body is made up of many organ systems like digestive system, which helps in the digestion of food, muscular system, it keeps our muscles strong and gives us strength, nervous system, it controls the working of the internal organs, our movements and even our thoughts and emotions. Similarly, circulatory system, respiratory system, reproductive system perform their own special functions. And skeletal system. We will study about this system in detail. Children, can you imagine our body without skeletal system? How it will look like? It will be like a bean bag without any shape. Thus, skeletal system has the following functions. It gives shape and support to our body. It protects various soft internal organs like brain, heart, lungs, stomach, etc. The skeletal system along with the muscular system allows the movement of different body parts. Now children, let us study the skeleton. The human skeleton is a framework of bone working together to do various different activities. There are 206 bones of different sizes and shapes in adult human body. The human skeleton consists of the skull, the backbone, the rib cage, and two pair of limbs. The upper limb, or we can call it as forelimb or arm, and the lower limb or hindlimb or leg. These limbs are attached to two pairs of girdles, shoulder girdle and hip girdle. Let us understand them in detail. The skull. The skull protects the brain. The upper part of the skull is made up of 8 flat bones that are interlocked together. The facial region consists of 14 bones. All of the bones of the skull are fixed except for the lower jaw, which can move. The upper and the lower jaw have teeth. The movement of the lower jaw helps us to talk and chew the food. Next is the backbone. The skull is attached to the backbone or spine, which forms the main axis of the skeleton. It is made up of 33 small bones called vertebrae that are stacked one on the top of the other and form the vertebral column. This column protects the delicate spinal cord. Then the rib cage. 12 pairs of thin curved bones called the ribs form a cage-like structure called the rib cage. The rib cage protects our heart and lungs. To form a cage-like structure, the ribs are attached to the backbone at the back and the breastbone or sternum in the front. While all the ribs are joined to the backbone, only 10 pairs are joined to the breastbone. The last 2 pairs at the bottom of the rib cage are free in the front and are known as floating ribs. Next is the limbs. As we already discussed that we have 2 pairs of limbs. We use forelimbs or arms for grasping or picking things, while we use our hind limbs or legs for moving from one place to another. So let us see in detail. First, forelimbs. They are joined to the spine with the help of shoulder girdles consisting of a pair of shoulder blade and a pair of collarbone. The upper arm is made up of a long bone called humerus, while the lower arm is made up of two long bones called the radius and ulna. The upper arm joins the lower arm at the elbow. Second is hindlimbs. The upper leg or thigh is made of a strong bone called the femur. The femur is the longest bone in our body. The lower leg is made up of two bones called the tibia and fibula. The upper leg joins the lower leg at knee. The long bones of the skeleton are hollow and are filled with soft fatty substance called bone marrow. Now children, let us see what all functions the skeleton in our body performs. Apart from giving shape, strength and support to our body by bones, it is also responsible for doing other functions like the skull covers the delicate brain, the eyeballs rest inside the bony eye sockets, the backbone protects the spinal cord, the ribcage protects the lungs and the heart, the urinary bladder lies inside the hip girdles, and many more other functions too. So children, here we come to the end of this part. Go through it carefully and understand it properly. Thank you.